market, where Bruce Hobbs is now one of the most respected trainers in the business. And although he trains for the flat, mention of the Grand National rekindles memories of his great win over the fences.
Well, it's something which will stay with Mr. Bugrave, obviously. To have the pleasure of riding the winner of that race at that age, but obviously it was something beyond my wildest dreams. And it's the National to me is the most sporting day of the year, and I still get terribly excited on National Day.
How did you feel on that day then? Were you nervous before you went out?
Nervous, no. Apprehensive, yes. Because it's, in those days, the National was the sort of big sporting occasion of the jumping season. Once the race gets underway, and then you've got a job of work to do, and it's all run-of-the-mill stuff, really.
But if you're coming round to something like Beecher's Brook, you don't get that extra amount
of
training?
No, unless you lose count, you realise that Beecher's is the next one, you know. And you're conscious and concentrating the whole time.
What about money? Did you earn much money from that?
Well, in those days, I mean, a pound was worth a lot of money. And the winning stake that year was £8,000, of which I got 10%, which was a princely sum.
Do you remember what you did after the race? Did you go and celebrate?
Yes, there always was a traditional party, a national party at the hotel the Adelphi Hotel in Liverpool, which went on year after year, and then about 60 were sat down to special dinner there. But I wasn't allowed to stay too long because I was riding the next day. But it was a good old party.
Now, I understand this is most likely to be your last season of training on the flat.
Yes.
What recollections do you have?
Oh, I've had a great time. I've had a great time. I've trained for some wonderful people, and I've been privileged to train some very good horses. My record in the classics is not very good. I've only had one classic, that's the Irish Derby. But I have had 11 placed horses. But I've won, I won't say all the other decent races in the calendar, but I've won the majority of them. And it's been a great pleasure. And I'm giving up it while I'm still enjoying it.
Does it sadden you that you haven't won more of the classics?
Of course it does. Of course it does. I've been very near on 2 occasions, but it hasn't been my good fortune to do so. I've still got a season to go, you know. All is not love.
So do you think you have something that might pick up a classic this year?
No, I won the National on the 4 to 1 chance. I've got 2 66 to 1 chances in the Guineas and the Derby this year, so worse things than happen that have happened.
Tomorrow, Bruce Hobbs is going to the National for the first time in over 10 years. Although he prefers to watch the race on television, all the previous winners who are still alive are being presented with replicas of the present trophy. He's looking forward to seeing his old friends and to reliving his past glories.
All right, folks.